family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation, Liberation, Lifestyle Ceremony that we come to you live from the House of Hathor to bring you a message from the ancestors that will continue to be developed within us. That there will always be an interdevelopment, that they continue to manifest with us, for us, and through us, as we are their temples, their altar, their vessel. We are their institution, their industry, and their environment that they dwell within. And as we continue to live, love, and learn our processes of life that has been governed by our ancestors, and that the Creator, our great ancestor of all ancestors, continues to energize us, continues to be the intergeneration of our ancestors that dwells within us, that it continues to enhance, increase, and enrich us, that we are better equipped to deal with the challenges, the obstacles, the hurdles that life and nature brings to us, and that we don't have to deal with the oppression, the depression, and the suppression that man wants to try to continue to bring towards us. It is only our vessel that deals with the energy, the spirit, and the soul of our ancestors, and not what man wants to bring towards us. We want to make sure that we honor our ancestors, acknowledge them, and venerate them for all that they continue to do for us, that the doors that are open, the pathways that are cleared, that it continues to be acknowledged by us on a daily basis, and that we celebrate each and every accomplishment that we have on a daily basis. And it is only through the ancestors, as we acknowledge them, as we honor them, and as we venerate them for all the blessings that they continue to bestow upon us. So let us bring them involved into our daily lives. Let them continue to know that we are always honoring them, venerate them, and acknowledging them for all that they continue to transcend, for all that they continue to instill, encourage, inspire, that the intuitive knowledge and wisdom that we have, it comes from our ancestors, and that their influence and that their enlightenment continues to shine with us, for us, and through us. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, your dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of the community, all of our ancestors, since the beginning of time, that we call upon you this day as we honor you, venerate you, and acknowledge you, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of the Creator, our great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the Creative Spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors, who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, that we continue the fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication. We pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from all adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genes of our ancestral humanity. We pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canity. It is done. The great ancestor of all ancestors is satisfied. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Dua Neter. So we say, Hotep, peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters, as we continue to live, love, and learn the processes of life that governs our thoughts, our words, and our actions. We want to talk about this month. This is a month that we are celebrating and honoring our ancestors for Hudu. Hudu is an experience. It is a way of life that continues to extend itself through all of our thoughts, our words, and our actions, even when we do not know why we are doing the things that we're doing. Is because the ancestors continues to guide us. It continues to allow us to recognize our true divinity and our relationship that we have with life and nature. That is Hudu. Hudu is acknowledging life and nature in our thoughts, our words, and our actions. That the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the thoughts, the words, the actions that we have, it is all interrelated, interconnected, and interacting with life and nature. That when the sun rises, the water, that when the wind blows, it is all a part of our interconnection, our interrelationships, our interconnections, and our interactions that we have with life and nature. And we honor that on a daily basis. We honor it because that is a way of life that the ancestors extended to us so that we would not be out of balance with our true selves. And as we continue to honor our ancestors for providing for us, for protecting us, for counseling us, and for holding us accountable to make sure that we are doing right, not only by ourselves, our families, and our communities, but we're doing right by life and nature. You see, man is trying to control life and nature. And the ancestors and our great ancestor of all ancestors, whatever you may call it, God, Yahweh, Yahshua, it doesn't matter what you call it, Olodumare. That is the life, the breath of life that we have within us. That it is a part of life and nature, because if it wasn't for life and nature, we would not be able to breathe clean air as much as we can. You see, the water and the trees provide clean air for us. That is a part of life and nature, and we honor that on a daily basis because it deserves to be honored. It deserves to be acknowledged. It deserves to be venerated. That means that we must do our part to make sure that we are always staying connected with life and nature by planting, by growing food. You see, man wants us to live this GMO fascination that it says that it can control what we eat, what we breathe, what we drink. But life and nature and our ancestors says, no, we have to make sure that we are staying connected with life and nature. And Hudu is a part of all of that. That every enhancement, increase, and enrichment that we have, it is going to come from life and nature. And as you continue to use the tools that life and nature continues to give to us, whether it be the food, whether it be the crystals, whether it be the spirit that dwells within us, all of that is a part of what we call Hudu. And no matter what man wants to say about it, that it is a negative aspect of life or a negative aspect of their life, not ours, but theirs, because of their lack of understanding, their lack of acknowledgement, that they have their own way of acknowledging their ancestors. And we live that life regardless to whatever it is that they want us to do. So we want to make sure that we are honoring our ancestors on a daily basis. I'm talking about, as we talk about in our libation, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, and all the way until the beginning of time. We're honoring those ancestors because they gave us civilization. They gave us knowledge and wisdom. They gave us clarity and understanding. They gave us institutions and industries that reflects life and nature. because there was always a balance. We was always living in harmony. We was always living in order. And that is because we was living our truth. And our truth that the ancestors have given to us is in balance with life and nature. Because life and nature are also the messengers that they bring us a message on a daily basis. Just like life and nature brings messages to the animals are always in direct link with life and nature. And we are the same as the animals, life and nature, all of those different aspects of life. So let us continue to honor our ancestors. This is a month that we have brought together so that we can honor the Hudu experience of life and nature and honoring all of those different aspects of life. Now, if you're not into Hudu, that's great. That's fine. Then you continue to do what you have been designed to do. But those of us who are honoring our ancestors that live the experience, we don't practice Hudu, we live Hudu. It is a life experience, my brothers and sisters. We don't practice anything. We either live it or we don't live it. So let us take the European experiences out of our life and not say that we practice anything. No, we live that experience. It is a part of our daily process of life, just as breathing. You don't practice breathing, you breathe. That is a part of the Hudu experience. So let us continue to recognize our true heritage within ourselves that the ancestors have given to us. If we're living the life of Hudu, then let's live the life of Hudu. Let's be the life of Hudu, because that is our life experience here in these Americas. So let us continue to live, love, and learn our processes of life. Let us continue to use the tools that the ancestors have given to us, because the tools are part of our experiences of our institution and our industry that reflects everything that dwells within us. So we say peace and power to you all this day. Let us continue to honor our ancestors, and we're going to continue to give you this cleansing on a daily basis that we are online with you. The cleansing that will absolve us of all negative energies that we may come in contact with on a daily basis. Peace and power to you all, and Ashe to our ancestors. O great ancestor of all ancestors, we call upon you this day that you may cleanse us of all negative energies that surrounds us, that you will break all work of negative magic that is against us, that you will take away from us all envy, evil, bad luck, and invincible enemies, and that you will bring protection, peace, and prosperity into our lives, into the lives of our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children, into the lives of our families, our homes, and our communities, and into all of the aspects of life that dwells within us as well as without us. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.